That's a good one. What else? Yeah. How many of us have no idea what to do with our phone except for simply call? I saw some people this morning going, how do you turn this thing to silent? Right? And then people go, how do you get the DVD player to play? Right? How do you turn on the TV? Right? I'm not sure how to use this program on my computer. Learn technology. Why do you want to use technology? Stop pounding nails in with the pliers. That's why. If you use the right tool for the right job, it's going to make your life way easier. And technology does that. Technology was not designed to make your life more difficult. The only reason it makes your life more difficult is because you refuse to use it.
I'll just say that being a person who finds the technical stuff quite difficult, recently this amazing person called Zach came to my place with the intention of sorting out my computer, which he did brilliantly. By the time he left, I thought it was a human tornado of efficiency. He zoomed around my place like he's a really big guy and really full on. By the time he left, he not only sorted out my computer, he had fixed the air conditioner, now like no extra charge, fixed the air conditioner. He told me something on my mobile how to do it. He showed me how I could pre-record programs to the TV, which I didn't know how to do. Gave me some information on how to upgrade my DVD next time. I mean, he was amazing. So if this stuff doesn't come easy, get yourself a Zach.
What's his card? Bring his card in.
Well, we'll do that on the breaks. And so the point is use technology. Now, when I say use technology, now, do you actually have to be the one to fix your air conditioner and fix your... No, you don't actually have to be the one to do it. But if you're going to use it, you have to know how to use it. Right? Does that mean you have to do everything about technology? No, it means that you need to be familiar with the technology that you're going to be using every day. You got to learn it. Get a software program. Take a class. Do something to learn the stuff that you're using. Right? And one of the goals that I have in your book there, I think that's the next one, right? Is learn, right? The goal. Learn new things about technology you're ready to use. So I will happily and eagerly learn these things by, and you have two little places there with a date. What am I going to happily and eagerly learn? How to use my phone. How to use my... whatever it is that you're using, you're going to learn how to use it. How do you learn Outlook better? I'm going to learn how to, whatever it is. This is on page 7, right? What do you want to do with that technology? Right? What new software do you want to learn? If you're managing multiple people, doing multiple projects and multiple tasks, you might want to learn a project management software. Right? If you use Outlook every day and you've never really learned how to use it except for trial and error, you might want to learn how to use Outlook. This is one of my little favorite videos. Some of you saw this before. Because have you ever felt like this? No, it didn't.
So this is actually true footage of a situation, not set up.
Didn't actually play. That's okay. We get frustrated sometimes with computers. That's my point, right? Why do you think you get frustrated with computers? Yeah, because you don't know how to use them. You just do it through trial and error. And then what do? You get your little reason and excuse. Microsoft sucks. Vista sucks. This sucks. And you get your little reason or excuse, right? And then you love it and you pet it and you hold on to it. And then what happens? You're constantly getting frustrated at the computer. This sucks. As you love and pet your reason and excuse. Right? Quit it. How do I apply this? Remember, the sneaky part about those reasons and excuses are what? They're true. Does Vista suck? Pretty much. But if you let that reason or excuse stop you, now what? You're going to have constant frustration. You're not going to have what you want. So you have to really go, okay, how do I apply this? How do I move beyond it? Right? So computers. Oh, I love Outlook. Right? One of the things you can do, I'm just going to briefly touch on this one. If you work in an office environment, I highly recommend that you get Microsoft Office certified. What that means is you're going to know Microsoft to the point where you know almost everything there is to know about all the Microsoft programs. Now, how many of you saved a ton of time learning about the beginning and advanced Excel stuff? Guess what would happen if you learned the same amount of information about Outlook, about PowerPoint, about Word, about every Microsoft program you use? Guess what would happen? Same thing. You're going to save a ton of time, as well as be able to do things you couldn't do before. Learn the programs, right? How you do it, just as a side note, Microsoft.com/office specialist. I wouldn't recommend it that way, though. Microsoft likes to lead you into believing you have to spend $6,000 and 2 weeks of your time off of work to get certified. You don't. All you have to do is pass 4 of their 6 tests, and their tests cost $100 a piece to pass. Now, once you know the information about Outlook and Excel and PowerPoint, guess what? You can pass those tests. It's not a secret what you have to know. Right? So you can get cheaper software programs. You can go to seminars. You can do other things, to get the Excel CDs to learn Excel, the DVDs that Roberta's selling. Right? And so when you learn them, you just simply go take the test, and if you pass 4 out of the 7, you get certified. Go paperless. I love that one. How many of you actually still get mail? In the United States, I get no mail whatsoever. None. With the exception of my Netflix DVDs. Right? I don't know if they have a company here in Australia, but in the United States they have a company called Earth Class Mail. And what it does is they gave me this little mailing address, and I send all my mail to Earth Class Mail. And what they do is when they get a piece of mail, they scan the envelope and they send me a picture saying, what do you want me to do with this? And I say, open it, recycle it, throw it away, shred it, right? And if I say open it, they open it up, scan what's on the inside, and email it to me. And they go, great, now what do you want me to do, right? And I can say, you know what, ship it to me, recycle it, shred it, throw it away, and I get these digital PDF images in my email inbox of all my mail, and I never have to open it. I never have to touch it, right? And if I ever get something that I actually need, I just go ship it to me, and they mail it to my actual physical mailing box. Right? It is amazing, right? How many of you still actually write out checks and put a stamp on an envelope and mail it away? Right? Your bank will do that for you for free. They even buy the stamps for you. Right? And I say that figuratively, meaning that when you do transfers and electronic bill pay and things like that, there's no stamps. You don't have to go to the post office. You don't have to wait in line. Right? Convert bills to electronic statements. It also not only does converting your bills to electronic statements lessen the chance of identity theft, it also makes it easier for you. Right? And it costs less. Saves trees. Right? How many of you watch TV? The average American watches 17 hours of TV a week. Right? Australians, I'm sure, is less, because less than 8% of Australians actually have anything more than the basic air channels. But how many the average American watches an average, are you ready for this? The average American watches an average of 3.5 hours of commercials every week. How many of you still watch commercials? Yeah, if you record the TV program that you want to watch anyway, and then fast forward through the commercials, you're going to save yourself an average of 3.5 hours a week. How much is that worth? Is that worth the price of a DVR, TVR, recorder, TiVo, something like that? Yeah, you're the one who has to answer that. Trying to convince your spouse to get one? Well, there you go. Some email tips and tricks. Let me show you a few of those. Oh. I love this. You ready? Here's my email inbox. Notice there's no scroll bar. And notice there's space down here at the bottom. Right? I'm going to give you a system of how to process emails. But let me just show you a few things. One of my favorite things that almost nobody knows about is, let's say, you know what? This little appointment right here, I need to do something with that. Right? So what you can do is I have to schedule that. That's an appointment. So I click on it. I hold my click button down, and then I drag it down here over calendar, and I let go of my click button. And what it does is it opens up this little calendar item